Guys, Vince right here. Um, Recording this on a stand that I kind of made, but it doesn't feel like I'm getting used to holding this thing. I swear. But yeah, what's up? It's me, Vince Ryder, and I'm just I want to treat this as like a chill thing instead of like a job because most of the time I hurry up to the topics and here and there. No, I want to relax. That's what I want to do for this channel for the 10 years or 10 plus years of me doing YouTube because my other channel's gone and I can't prove that. Now it's 5 years. And who would ever thought these years would be this quick of 5 years of doing YouTube, even though it's technically more than 5 years. It's a decade, but that proof is gone. It's just that I've been doing YouTube for a while, but I gained nothing from it. And I don't know, ever since I made that video of me ending Let's Reads and me basically quitting Webtoon altogether, there's part of me, I don't want to come back, by the way. I just want to make that clear. It's either I don't want to come back or I just want to take a year hiatus, basically. And you don't need a video to tell you that. But whenever I'm not recording, I always imagine myself recording. It is what it is. I always imagine myself like what if I made a video of this? Would it be crispier or something? And there's a part of me where I gotta stop worrying about that. Like, I just want to get the topics out there, but I don't want to treat it as a job. I've been treating YouTube as a job for the longest time. It's so relieving knowing that I don't need to worry. Gosh, I got stuff in my mouth. Holy crap. It feels so good knowing that I don't have to do the whole freaking every Friday to Sunday uploads. Even though that I could still do that, I don't. Because, well, obviously it's not going to change anything. And I guess I've been hungry for change or something. I guess I've been wanting therapy because, that kind of explains why I'm recording and why I'm still doing this whole VinzTalk thing. Because it's the easiest thing to do, but also it lets you guys know that I'm still alive, that I'm still here. It's just that I'm not here for the webtoons. I'm not here doing it. And I still get requests and stuff like that. Like, hey, Vince, are you going to do webtoon reads? Are you going to do this and that? I'm like, no. No, I don't. Like, don't you understand? Like, people don't understand how, how much pain I am mentally. Like people don't realize or don't understand. And this pain is, it gets to you. It really gets to you, but you guys just don't really know that. So what's the point of ever coming up here and telling you about that in the first place? What's the point of working and just getting nothing from it? At some point, you kind of deserve something. And these taxes, these bills ain't getting cheaper. So what kind of energy am I wasting my life on? It just feels like a waste of life. I feel like, every door I turn, like it just feels like a waste of life. And I'm tired of that, I wasn't happy when my birthday came. I was miserable. I wanted to be happy. But here I am. Like what's the point? I don't know. It gets to me. I wish there was the people that I wish they were watching me, that they would understand what I'm going through. I'm not going to name names, but I sometimes make promises and I just couldn't fulfill them, and then it hurts that I couldn't fulfill them because I'm not a YouTuber anymore. I don't have the time I have to record anymore. I don't have the happiness of recording. I don't enjoy doing these Let's Reads. I mean, there's times where I like it. There's times where I miss it because I miss I miss the audience's, basically interaction with my videos, and also the love I get, and also just knowing that, oh man, someday I'm gonna make something big out of this, and that just isn't real. So I didn't feel bad making that video. And at some point in the future, the reason why I say that, and the reason why this is getting to me, is because that it's not going to get any better. At some point, there's going to be 0 webtoons in my channel. just zero webtoons, because every day they're making daily pass, and every day webtoon needs to make money because every day things are just getting expensive, and you kind of see like the lines you see the writings on the wall that things are just not getting better. So I cannot be the provider of free reads. I can't be the provider for that. Maybe a Patreon, but I need to know if people are really going to go there, because so far I made zero money out of anybody, zero donations. Not saying I should ask for any, but there's no point of staying if I got nothing. There's no point of staying. What's the point of, for example, like dating somebody, but you get nothing out of it? You just get less. You get less out of your wallet. You get less out of your energy. And why are you even there? At some point, you just gotta leave. You just gotta go. And that's what I'm going through right now. So anyways, yeah, I just want to ramble about that because of the video, and because most people think I'm still doing the whole Let's Reads. I wish you guys just, there's some people in those videos, and this is the reason why I've been thinking about like blocking the comments, is because, well, if you want to comment, how about comment on my newer videos so you can see what the heck is going on with me in terms of channel. 3 years ago, yes, there was a time where I said, oh man, just request any Let's Reads, request any webtoons, just let me know what to read or something like that. Well, how about now? Do you think I have that same promise now, that same energy? No, I don't. And I'm not going to do Let's Reads. I don't freaking care. People like come in here like, oh, if you do it, I'll subscribe to you. How about you pay me? Anyways, I just want to get that out of my chest, because as I realize I can't speak, holy crap. As I realize that for the longest time of me doing webtoon, I could have quit a long time ago. I really could have quit, and I regretted that decision. And also just, again, a lot of this content is just against God. It's against of my beliefs or something. So there's no point of making this stuff, especially with the whole LGBT plus stuff. And the thing is that is not of God. That's against it. Okay, I'm sorry if that offends some people, but I do not make the rules. When it comes down to the Bible or anything like that, in my beliefs, it's not there to make me happy. It's not there to make me any nicer or anything like that. It's not to make life fair, because life isn't fair. But if you want life to be fair, there's some things that in life you have to strip off. You have to, basically remove things in your life, remove the stress, remove this, to prevent yourself from being in pain. And sometimes those decisions hurt. The same equivalent of just like, hey, stop eating them damn donuts before you get them diabetes and you'll die. I'm sorry, being mean and all, but you'll die. Plain and simple. I didn't make the rules. If it was me, I would be eating sweets all day, every day, cookies every lunch. It will be big back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every damn day. It will be big back day every day. Okay, in this household, you'll be seeing me eating treats and cinnamons that are the size of a tower. But guess what? We don't live that life, because there's a limit of sugar, of carbs, and everything else. And I'm trying to be healthy. And I train myself to actually be healthy in terms of, knowing that what your body limit is, what's the limit? Because all of us have a limit, because we're all human. You think we are invincible? We can eat all the sweets in the world. We can, like money grows on trees. Life is never fair. And especially being as an adult, you understand that the hard way. The hard way. Okay? And when I say adult, I mean people that are over 18, that are over 25. So some of you watching this video are probably younger, because my audience is not even 16. You still kids, okay? And I'm still your papa, okay? And I'm still your teacher. I'm apparently the mentor here. And sometimes when it comes to mentorship, a lot of times it can never be nice, because we're trying to teach you the right way. And when it comes to being a good role model, the right way is sometimes the way that you're not going to like, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of this out of my chest. Reason why for the VinzTalk still existing is because I want to get stuff out of my chest. But I hope you guys just understand and also watch the whole entire, Vince talk, this whole entire video. You can do whatever you want, you know that, right? It's made here for a reason, not for watching, but basically for listening. You can play games, you can listen, do your homework. You can, I don't freaking know what you're doing. Laundry or skydiving, I don't know. Okay, just listen to my voice and you can gain something from the future because, especially from experience, you can learn something from me. Anyways, speaking of health, because I was on a tangent about that, yeah, let's talk about it. And by the way, there's no schedule. I don't care about having any schedule at all. The Friday to Sunday, I could upload today if I want on a Thursday as I'm recording this. But anyways, the schedule, I don't want to hear it. Hey, what happened to... Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. Okay? So far, nobody even commented like, Vince, whatever happened to the schedule. So I guarantee it's going to stay that way. But anyways, let's get into this. Let's talk about the whole Lyft and Big Moss thing because, when it comes to health, this is something relevant. Apparently, there is this female rapper that is like the size. First off, like, I know I'm big, but she bigger. She like freaking like 600 pounds, like weighs a truck. I'm sorry. As a big person, as an obese person, I can say those things because we family, right? We family. I'm kidding. But Big Moss, her name, is apparently suing Lyft because she's too big for the freaking car. I don't know. Like when you're too big for a certain car, the thing is the car looks small, so ain't no way you're fitting in that freaking vehicle. Okay, and now you're suing the driver that is trying to get to you places but can't because his car is not big enough and it will break if you even touch it. I'm just saying, that's his rights. And him being sued is the most stupidest thing. You know what is more stupid than Big Moss is the freaking lawyer. The lawyer is dumb. I don't know whose his name is or whatever, but he's literally comparing fatness to race, to the religion. I'm like, what? What? Okay, yeah, the lawyer's dumb. And they're going to lose this. 100% because drivers have the rights. And here's the thing. Not to sound privileged, but I don't really take Uber or Lyft a lot of times. I don't take that. It has always been my car. That always has been like, in that ways of me learning how to, repair it and also all this stuff. Not to say that I have a nice car or anything like a sports Lamborghini. No, I don't. I don't have a Lamborghini. Ty Lopez freaking read a book every day Lamborghini. I don't have a Lamborghini or a Tesla truck, Cybertruck car, whatever that freaking Minecraft car is called, the Tesla truck. Like, I don't have that. I just have a cheap car. See, cheap, just, lowercase SUV, and I just use it. I don't even go to a lot of places, but if I go in somewhere, it will be either taking the car or basically the airport. But a lot of times, yeah, I have always been driving everywhere, so I don't really find a need to ever use Lyft or Uber. There's been times where I was thinking of working for Uber, but I mean, the same thing with other jobs. But here I am searching for a job, so who knows? I could end up in that way since I kind of need something to use up my time since I'm not doing Let's Reads anymore. But yeah, her suing, like it's like, here's the thing, you can't win this, but she's going through it and setting an example for many people. Here's the thing, there's this comment saying like, oh, the Uber was on the wrong. No, it wasn't. The thing is that whoever is saying this, because it's people that have a bigger car. If you have a truck, if you have we're talking about a city bus truck, we're talking about a freaking lifter, then 100%, yes, a forklift. That would help Big Moss. Instead of a lift, it's a forklift. But for this one, it's just a regular tiny car. It could be almost close to a Fiat. And I guarantee it would break. So I don't know what this whole situation is. I saw this on Twitter. I was like, no way this is real. But here we are. Anyways, let's talk about some other news. The flight incident. I don't know what happened here, but it was like some flight between Washington, D.C. to Wichita, Kansas or something. And it is a story about I don't know what happened. All I know is that thank goodness I'm not in that flight because I couldn't imagine waiting that long. Like there was like an incident or something, and somewhat, skate. What is it called? I don't. I'm not familiar much. I know the sport of skating, ice skating, but these ice skating professionals, okay, not freaking hockey players, ice skaters, that basically had to exit out. They were like part of the U.S. team or something, and they were stuck in that, the whole incident. I think they were almost hurt or something. I don't know. I heard the research, and I guess I was too sleepy to pay attention. So you know what? I'm gonna put the blame on me. I was too sleepy to pay attention. I don't freaking know what happened, but something happened, and yeah, there was something going on with that because everyone's talking about it as of now, and I don't. I'm sorry. I really don't know what happened. So there we go. News number 2. Boom, done. We can cross that one, and let's go on to something that I've been looking forward to really talking about. And we got really almost said Bruno Mars. That's the next one. But DJ Academics. Now, I feel like if there's something to relate to, it's definitely not him being a creep, but also the fact that him and me, I find myself like ranting almost like how Academics rants when he talks about certain rappers and stuff like that. And in no way I'm in that community or in that field, and I refuse to be. But DJ Academics, for him specifically, and everyone talked about this, is a creep. Plain and simple. Ain't no way. Listen, I have kids in my audience when I was doing the whole webtoon thing and the Discord and stuff, and I never talk like that. That is a no-go. That is definitely not appropriate in any way. And pretty much, of course, he deserves to, be apprehended for this, and definitely he thinks I don't get it, because he seems like it's normal, but it's not. I mean, this is a kid. This is a 16-year-old, and you're just talking all this nasty stuff and all this, talking about gay sex with this, minor, it's insane. And in live video, and with his friend that seems to be cool with it as well. And, DJ Academics try to be smooth, like, oh, we gave him money, we try to support the kid, and we were just joking around. No. No, he's done. And he got what he deserved, especially with his Twitch being banned or something. And a bunch of other stuff. His sponsorships, yes. I don't know about the YouTube channel. And he says to chill. He said, oh, there's a shark under the water. It's the amount of dodging that goes around is insane, because it's there's no excuse for this behavior. Dude has to be possessed to ever talk like this to a child. It has to be. It has to be. I don't know. But that was insane of DJ Academics. I don't know what's gonna happen later on. I heard that the mother of the child is gonna be suing or doing something involved. I feel like the legal team is in a busy day. They're making money bank. Lawyers all over are making money bank. But the thing is that I would not be Academics' lawyer, because even I would be like, yeah, you deserve to go jail. I'm sorry. This shouldn't happen. Where's the apology? I don't know. But who knows? I mean, I don't really care about DJ Academics. I mean, I heard a bit of him, especially with the whole Joe Biden thing, and of course the whole Drake, him fanboying over Drake or whatever. I actually don't remember. I'm never in that community, that hip hop community in terms. And here's the thing: I'm in the hip hop community of dance, but I'm never in this rap ranting here and there type of community, because that's just not in the field that I'm interested in at all, especially with DJ Academics. I just whatever, there was a time where I was sub to Joe Budden, and then Joe Budden fired his 2 hosts that I was, that I then subscribed to, which was Warrior Mel. And yeah, pretty much they're that. That's just it. But when it comes down to stuff like this, I'm curious to hear their perspective surrounding this, because it's crazy. Anyways, everyone's talking about it. That's why I had to talk about it. But a lot of people, what they're not talking about, or at least in TikTok, they're talking about it, is Bruno Mars' new song, Bruno Mars been making hits after hits. The Brazil joint was amazing. The Lady Gaga joint, amazing. Put the opposite, amazing. I love it. I don't even know if like Bruno Mars can say that correctly, but it's good stuff. And then he made a song which I'm like, listen, I know he's a grown man and he can do what he wants. It just doesn't seem right. It's like, nope. Throw the holy water. I don't even see you like that, Bruno Mars. I really don't. Like you trying to be all kitty. It's not. No. Prayers to Bruno Mars because ain't no way you're making this on purpose. It just doesn't feel right. Everybody was tripping as all over TikTok. What Bruno Mars? What kind of song is this? Nah. I don't buy it. I don't buy it one bit. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about what's this whole situation that happened in freaking Arizona is I don't know. There seems to be a lot of things over there that are crazy that people don't talk about. Or maybe I'm confusing it with Colorado. I don't know. But Arizona, as of now, I don't even know if Arizona is warm at the moment. It would make sense to be a place where I feel like there's most people that would have the less clothing in that area. Even though it's really cold here up in Northern California, it is kind of hot over there in Arizona no matter what day it is. It is the hottest. It's the desert. But apparently there's this cafe called Bikini Beans Coffee, and you order stuff in there. And I guess here's the thing. There's so many possessed people. And as a possessee, I know there's possessed people. The thing is that for this individual, go in there. This is what happened. Bikini Beans Coffee, where women wear bikini while they serve coffee, basically, which is not a new concept because I've seen those things before, especially around my city. But this one is a special one because it involves a creep that went there. And here's the sad thing. This individual looks normal. And I didn't see the video. I don't want to really hold myself to see that type of trauma. I'm like, ugh. But this guy I guess he was just so horny to the point where he was not wearing pants when he was going to the Bikini Beans Coffee and just jerking while he was ordering coffee. And the lady was like, or something like that. And then the guy drove off. I don't know if he came or anything, I don't think that's appropriate to talk about, but I don't know if or something happened after that. But what did happen is that he basically ended himself. I can't say the actual word because I'm on YouTube, but he ended himself. And that was it. And there was a part of me where it's like, oh, wait, does this guy even have a family? Like, why is he do this at night? There's a part of me where I'm like, yeah, this guy's possessed. This guy is gone. Because here's the thing. It's one thing when it comes down to you basically doing the whole like free jerking it in certain areas where you shouldn't be in public, in terms of like, it's a crime of indecency exposure in public. But it's another thing that you basically ended yourself when it comes to that. Like after that, like this guy's possessed. Plain and simple. Like in no ways this guy, like I don't know. I feel like I wished like if any other Christian like me would be talking about this, it'd be like, yeah, this guy's possessed. Yeah, he did. Yep, that's just like, no, man. When people are creeps and gooners, as they call them, basically people that find arousal in everything. I feel like in this lifetime, it's basically being shown to the public. And it's being self-aware out there to the point where it's scary. You got DJ academics, talking all this stuff about, sex with a minor. Now you got this freaking individual that goes to a Bikini Beans cafe, exposing himself and killing himself. Like, what? Like, the thing is that why do they even have a cafe called Bikini Beans Coffee where it's literally girls with bikinis that serve coffee? Isn't that like, there's a part of me where I'm trying to think, is that counted in the sex work, like, category or not? Like, I don't know. I just said that's okay. But I don't know. It seems like it's in that field, but I could be wrong in some of those angles. But, here I am. Also, Another thing in terms of news, because I just want to get out of that one because that's sad. Let's talk about this whole thing that Trump's been doing because, wow, he's been going off. Any FAFSA, mass deportation of immigrants. America, like, okay, here's my perspective slash review of what's happening, of Trump's been doing in terms of me being a normal American that usually doesn't care about politics. As I see it, it seems like America is beginning to be more strict again, and we kind of lost that with Biden. But ever since Trump is in office, like it seems like things are beginning to be a bit more surreal, a bit more like serious. And the whole thing about ending, like I heard this whole thing about ending FAFSA, which for those that don't know, you know how college tuitions are very expensive? That's FAFSA to there to help you. It's basically a benefits to help you pay for college classes and stuff like that, at least in my knowledge. And I think I heard that Trump is somewhat affecting that or ending that, which I could be wrong. I feel like there's levels to it and there's some analysis surrounding it. So I'm not sure if it is or it's not. It's kind of like in the gray area within that conversation. And also with him affecting, EBT and also other benefits or something. And right now, we kind of, in this time, especially with inflation, we needed those benefits now. We needed the FAFSA. We needed the EBT. We needed the food stamps. There's a lot of things we need because as of right now, America is suffering financially. It is suffering financially. And it seems like, especially with for the many people that needed this, I can only see like people like in LA that lost their homes that needed this more than anything else right now, especially college students, because thank goodness that I finished my college before all this, because man, I can't imagine dealing with all this, especially losing it. So that's kind of like one of the reasons. And to that alone, I'm like, oh, well, like, I know that I would choose Trump rather than Kamala, but then again, it's like, man, this is not getting better. You're giving me a headache here, Trump. Like, there's even this whole meme of like, oh, let me just work, It's like he's not giving anybody a break. So the idea of getting a job or anything like that, I don't even know if that's even possible in today's economy, especially in Trump being in office. And I'm looking for a job at the moment. And I'm trying to think like, okay, well, how can we fix all this in terms of like, what's going to happen since Trump is in office, and also with the amount of stuff that is happening in America in terms of benefits and financial events. It's catastrophic. It's like, man, Trump, what are you doing? Anyways, small criticism. Let's get into some gaming criticism, or at least gaming news in terms of two. The first one, I'll just get out the way. There's a new Switch emulator called Citron. And I believe that there was a video of teaching you how to set it up. And that got removed by Nintendo once again. And yep, casual gamer is going through it. Which I'm like, can you just leave us alone? Like with the emulation thing, like it's like, man. The thing is that, let's be honest, people don't want to pay for games. And with the Switch 2 coming in, you never know what's going to happen with the Switch 1 in terms of the eShop. That could almost disappear immediately. We saw it with the Wii U. We saw it with the 3DS. What's going to happen next? And speaking of piracy itself, I guess people are thinking of pirating like GTA 6, because right now games are going to be $100. That's right, GTA 6 is going to be $100. In what sense of the mind that you would think that's okay? No, that's not okay. Immediately, that's not okay. I feel like that shouldn't be normalized, because that's going to be normalized for many other games in the future. Games that I want to play. It's expensive enough to get a PS5, for crying out loud. Do not do this with freaking GTA 6. And what if the servers were removed? Like, you just give us a code that is $100. And for what? You think all of us are made out of piggy banks? Like, I'm working hard to get GTA 6, to get a PS5, but you're not making it easier. It's like, no matter what it is, I feel like America is moving the finish line much farther and farther away as we speak. But anyways, let's get into some, hopefully that's fixed, because I don't want that to be a normal thing. $100 for video games alone. And the thing is that how you gotta pirate it? No, like that's pretty much a question that no one should answer. But at the same time, people are gonna find answers. Especially if this is going to be normalized or anything, and knowing that we can't trust big companies with our money because we don't know if they're going to remove it. We don't know if we're going to keep it because it's a digital asset and it could be removed if they want it removed. And that's not okay. We've seen it with the crew. We've seen it with other things. And you don't want to go into court with any of these big companies if they do remove it. And that's kind of like just the future of many people are predicting. But for me, I personally see it as a way that I just don't want to see games that are $100. We're in an all-time low, especially in this economy. Like that's just not good. Like there's got to be a riot surrounding, or like they have to change it somehow. Like many people are talking about this, and many people are advocating to have the game at least $70, $60. Oh, $60? That's a win. Okay, just $60. But the $100, cut it out. Anyways, let's move on to animation. I heard the show called Craig of the Creek is ending. It's a show that I don't freaking know what it is. I never seen it, but it's what as this is what many people say. It's the last original Cartoon Network show, and yeah, all of the shows are gone basically. Like, and when I think about it, I'm like, oh really? I thought like Cartoon Network is still going on, still going strong. No, they just ended their series, which is Craig of the Creek, which I never seen. And that's it for all their shows. And there's a part of me where it's heartbreaking. Like, that's one of my childhoods. We're talking about Nickelodeon, Disney, and of course, the one and only Cartoon Network. I grew up on Cartoon Network. And then Eddie, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Some of you that are the age of me know these shows. You grew up with these. And seeing them all end is kind of heartbreaking. It's like, man, I don't want to see all these end. I want to see them thrive or something. But then again, a lot of things get old. And a lot of times you can't even really bring it with a comeback at all. I mean, there could be a comeback of Kids Next Door. It will be Adult Next Door. Or maybe Ed and Eddie revive because the ending was sucky. I still hold that till this day. But is Cartoon Network really ending because of that? With all its original shows ending, it is. Because it is a sad thing knowing that, wow, in this time and day and age, who would ever thought that it would just be buried in the sand? Yeah, that's it for Cartoon Network, unless something happens. Also, Sonic 4 is coming and has Amy. I'm looking forward to that. I believe it's a familiar voice actor that is voice acting that, so that's what I heard. I don't know. Also, to end this video, let's talk about updates. I've been getting into tabletop games. I've been creating my own board games and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I also still been playing games. I still make those videos. It's not something that my channel is the focus of, but I'm going to make it the focus. The thing is, I want this channel to focus on something new that I've been doing instead of something that I used to do. With the whole Let's Reads and stuff like that, I guess it's time for me to find my new audience and see where that leads me to. And I don't know. I really want to do interviews and stuff like that, but I guess that's not possible. I don't even know at this point. But anyways, I'll see you when I see you. One love and a peace. And yeah, God bless.